Hi. This looks different than the picture does. Okay. Hi. There we go. It's Devora, and we're doing a makeup video. We specifically got requested to do an eye makeup look, so we've already done our brows and lips. We really wanted to give people in-name shoutouts, but our internet is down, so we can't access Tumblr. But we're gonna add like shoutouts and the links and everything, because we really do appreciate people being like, hey, we're interested in seeing this from y'all. And it's something that we've really wanted to do, and yeah, it's cool to have that impetus. Anyways, get to see our like brain jams firsthand. So today we're doing a look that is inspired by a bee, which once again, we would tell you the name of the bee, but the internet's down. But there are these really, really fantastic metallic bees. And they're like blue and green metallic. Some of them are more blue, some of them are more green. I'm sure Will look them up and post some information down in the links as well, because bees are awesome. My name actually means bee in Hebrew, and that was chosen super purposely. I really love bees and have a lot of like bee feelings. So yeah, I'm doing a look that's kind of inspired by that, mostly in like colors and tones, but also I feel like if I like pumped it up a bit and like made antenna, I could like make a costume out of it. We were thinking about costumes a lot because Halloween is coming up. I mean, it's the end of August, but Halloween is coming. We need to plan our costumes. We're like really costume people, and especially me. I'm like a 4 fusion, and like all of us are really into like performing, and yeah, that actually does really relate to makeup, because where we really made or like started getting a feeling for our own style of makeup was when we were performing drag and burlesque. So yeah, that theatricality really. We're probably gonna edit this later. That's a good idea. We can do video editing. We can have a little bloopers reel of like, oh, my brain went over here. Talking about bee, makeup looks, costumes, Halloween. Yeah, I'm really not sure where we're going, but anyways, yeah, I'm just doing a look that is like a green metallic bee inspired look, because I love bees and the metallic bees are super stylish in and of themselves, and we already have the green hair, so that would be a good idea. This is also maybe going to be a little awkward because we can only see ourselves in the little phone screen. We're used to working with like a full-sized mirror, and that's kind of where we're usually at, but we want to challenge ourselves, and we think we can still do a pretty good makeup job doing that. So I think we really want to start with like a black eyeliner base. Does this actually work? Yeah, we can do this. So all the makeup that we use, or maybe I shouldn't say all, it's possible some of it is. Yeah, we have a couple pieces from Sephora, but a vast majority of makeup that we use is like drugstore brand. This is CoverGirl. We really like CoverGirl, and NYX is I think where a lot of our, yeah, CoverGirl, NYX, Maybelline, Annabelle, that's where most of our eyeliners are from. Oh, we also have some of the pigments from Lush, which I guess are a more specialty item, but they've lasted us forever. You're supposed to like toss them out like 6 months after you buy them, but I'm like, no. Haven't gotten infections yet, so we're just gonna keep using them until they don't work anymore. But yeah, anyways, those are products that we really, really enjoy. Probably only gonna use one of them for this look. We really wanted to put the gold on, but the gold kind of irritates near our eyes, so that wasn't something that we were gonna do today. So we already kind of didn't mess up, but irritated our eyes when we had some adventures putting in contacts, and we put the contacts in the wrong eyes, and then we just had to get a new pair of contacts. So yeah, our eyes are a little like, so we thought we wouldn't irritate them further. So what we're doing is just like a thick black eyeliner base. We're gonna make this look a lot more colorful. Ooh, so apparently there's a maximum recording time. But anyways, we find that doing, for colorful looks, doing the black eyeliner, especially tight lining, can just make them really pop a lot more. We really enjoy looks where our eyes are just like poof. I mean, obviously we do it with our lips and our brows too. We just like looks that are poof. But the eyes especially, we really like to have impactful eyes. And I think because of that like theater stage background, it's really, eyes are the part of the body that are hardest to read when it's like on a stage under bright lights and stuff like that. So that's sort of what we mean by like, this is where we developed a lot of our looks, a lot of our styles. To that note, were this for like a theater or like a stage or something like that, we would be using mascara, but for our day-to-day we just don't. Honestly, it's one of those things where like it irritates our eyes when we rub them, and we're autistic, we rub our face a lot. And so yeah, we tend to not use mascara for day-to-day use, but for a stage look or like a costume where we're looking to really make a lot of impact, definitely we would use mascara or fake eyelashes, but we've only really used those once and had like a less than positive experience, so mostly we're like, keep glue away from our eyeballs, please. I feel like we would do fake eyelashes if we had a friend who was like really experienced with it and like did a look with us, and then we would love to do that for a costume, like for Halloween or something. But anyways, we're like talking instead of doing makeup again. I don't know, maybe that's interesting for people. But so yeah, we're doing this black liner. We're also sort of winging this, which reminds me, yes, I did want to do wings for this because, you know, bees are cool. It's like a marker eyeliner. It's called Double Trouble. It's been okay. We're not like in love with it, but it's definitely not awful. It's functional. It has like a thick tip and like a thin tip. We're still getting used to it though. Ideally we'd like to move to like liquid liner with like brushes, I think, but that would involve us buying things, and we're sort of on a buying freeze while we try to pay off debt. Well, a major buying things. But paying $18 for I think it was something like $18 for this, is better than like, if we got a brush set, we would want to do like a whole brush set. But anyways, so we're taking the thicker tip marker, and we like to just kind of pull the flesh, because that, and then just draw in gently, and there's one wing. And now we're gonna do the other side. Lighting is not fantastic from this angle, but trying. Those are vaguely symmetrical. I feel like this one wants to come out more. I feel like I'm probably gonna touch this up in the mirror for going outside purposes, and by outside I'm also mean work. But yeah, I feel like those are pretty good wings. I'm not like ultra talented like some folks who have like huge amazing sharp wings, but I think I do alright for myself. So yeah, just doing more of that dramatic eye thing that I love to do. And so there you can see, like, that's like a super dramatic base for me to put bright colors on top of. But I'm actually, I don't know, usually I do like bigger looks that have like a lot of color, but I'm kind of feeling like I really like just how this really basic black looks with some of that color. So this one is another CoverGirl Liquiline Blast. That's like the eyeliner from them that we just, oh, we love. It's consistent and nice and like creamy and doesn't get sticky. And it comes in really fantastic colors. So, there's that. I feel like this is going to be, well, if I can use the word subtle for an eye look that has this much eyeliner, but I feel like it's going to be a relatively subtle look compared to sort of what I was envisioning, but I'm really liking how it comes together. This one's an Annabelle metallic coal. So I'm gonna do like some blue on the outside and on the underneath. I find there's like a makeup rule to like don't put color under your eyes, like, you know, makeup rule. But we really love it. Even when we're wearing eyeshadow, we really, really love doing accents under here. And if we're doing like a really dramatic look, we like doing them all around. Especially like Sab and Eli really like the under look. But yeah, our biggest advice for makeup is to kind of stretch your imagination and have fun. That's where we get our biggest pleasure out of makeup, is when we're like, wow, like having fun with my face and enjoying how it looks, and it's less of like a anyways, I think I'm just sort of being spacey, but yes, have fun with makeup. That is our biggest advice, just to, I don't know, wing it. The times we wish we were a shapeshifter and could actually like flutter our wings, that stuff like that. But anyways, this was us doing a look. Oh, I think I want a little bit of the this actually. So this is one of those Lush pigments, and we love them because they're like really, really tiny bottles with like just, I keep going over the limit for it. I'm just poof, color inside. So we really love them. We have, I think, like 6 of them, and yeah, they're just really fantastic and colorful and really easy to use. Sometimes we use them with makeup brushes, sometimes we use the applicator that's in the bottle like we're doing now. It's just a really fantastic way to just poof, there we go, there's that color. Sometimes we like to fan to dry it off. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty satisfied with this look. So that's us doing an eye look. Thank you so much for requesting it, and for all the people who liked the post about we should do it, and all the people who are gonna watch this, and yeah, hopefully this kind of becomes a thing, because we really like sharing creative pursuits like this with people, and we find it can create really, really nice connections both ways. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and maybe we'll see you soon.